Hi everybody, this is Lynn from Creative Concept Crafts with this week's release, and it's the little pop box collection. There's open the little box and out pops a cube. So this is not my idea, but it's my version in SVG form. So it's a cute little cube that pops out when you open the box. So I've left a plain side on so you can add a sentiment of your choice. This is the little box with the handle and the outer box. So there's an inner and an outer for this one. There's actually 5 themes within the collection. There's the wedding, the new baby, which I'm about to do on the video. There will be a congratulations one, a birthday one, and a Christmas one. So what do we need? This is the outer box, which I've already pre-scored, and I've also gone down the outside lines on the scoreboard. You'll see there's a small 1/4 inch lap there to seal the box, and that goes to the bottom. The wide lap folds down towards the bottom, so you want the detail next to the widest tab. So it's a quick bit of matting and layering for this one. The box itself is easy enough to do. There's a little bit more work in the cube, but it's not difficult to do. It's just fiddly because of the way you have to do it. So there's a little overlay here, little baby, that I've cut in like just a flesh colour. It is a matte layer. So we're now laying that onto the front of the box. Flip over, burnish it down. So we've also got a couple of little side panels. I find that they give extra weight for the box when you're opening and closing, because being a pop box, obviously it's going to get a little bit of wear. And because of that factor, rather than using wet glue, I'm using the red tape. So it's the strong red tape, and it's a 1/4 inch wide. So and then once this is sealed up, that's the actual outer box completed. So it really is quite simple to do. Just removing the tape. Again, I've used 220-gram cardstock here throughout for all the colours that I've used. So you need to take a look out at for the pictures for the other 3 items in the collection. As of doing the video, I actually haven't completed them yet, but they're well on the way. So I'm just firming down the line. So that's as I said, the outer box is completed. Now we have the inner box, which is all in one piece. Again, it's been pre-scored, and you'll notice that at one end there's a little hole, and I've already put 2 little pieces of red tape. That's for the little piece of ribbon that you pull out to open the pop box. So fold that in half. This ribbon comes from, you know, when you buy clothes and they're hung up with bits of ribbon. This is what I use all my little bits up for, and they're great. So fold it in half, and you'll need either a small ball tool or a pokey tool or something to just push it through the hole. So you're pushing both pieces through together. Decided it didn't want to go the first time. Try again. There we go, it's gone through this time. Just flip it over and take the liner tape back off. The piece of ribbon is about 4 inches long, something like that, 3 to 4 inches. It doesn't need to be too long. So you just open those 2 pieces, put one to one side and one to the other side, and that's your handle completely secured. I like it so that I can just stick my finger through it, but if you prefer it smaller than that, then you can take away the length of that. I just find it easier if you can get your finger inside there. So now to complete the box, just adding glue to the small tabs on one end. Get those into position and burnish down to start. And it is a double box, is this. It's double layer. So I'm just going to flip that over and just burnish down. Oh, that side decided to pop out again. And then we're going to repeat exactly the same thing on the other end. So again, burnishing down. Now we're going to do the shortest of the ends. So gluing one end and again burnishing down, and then at the other end. And at this point the little ribbon is completely sealed inside. Then do the two long ends and everything is all tidied up inside. So that then pops inside of the box, and that's the box completed, ready to take the little pop cube. Okay, so now we're on to the cube itself. Just bringing in the pieces. There's quite a few pieces here, but only because I've done mats and layers. You don't have to, you could just leave it plain. You'll have all the mechanism. So we have the two main box pieces. They're on two base panels, base panel A, base panel B, and you'll find that there's an extra 1/4 inch on opposite ends. So don't try and cut two of the same piece, they are different. Now you'll notice that there's red tape on, except in the middle on one of them, and I'll explain why when we get to it. So you need to put the red tape on those areas. We're going to deal first of all with the matting and layering pieces because they all need to be added before you start to construct the box. I've gone round all those on the edge of the scoreboard, the little triangles as well. So this plain one is so that you can add your own sentiment. If you don't want to do that, then use an extra one of the decor panels, or if you wanted to go down a different route, of course, again, you've got the sizes to do what you want to do if you want to personalise it in any way. So I've got the little baby, new baby, plus I've got the little rattle coming in on the decor panels. And now we're ready to start to add the mat layers. So make sure that you've got the arrows, the narrow part, and into the centre. Now you'll notice that there's two pieces of red tape missing from that one. And now we're going to deal with why I've left it like that. Watching YouTube with somebody else doing this, and it's a reinforcement piece of sellotape put across that area because that's where the elastic band is going to sit for your box to pop. And you can imagine an elastic band is going to really wear on the cardstock. So that's an extra piece of security, if you will, so that the elastic band isn't going to wear. Eventually the elastic band will give. They don't last forever, but I think you can see, don't worry about it sticking out at the ends because the elastic band will pull that in. Now you'll notice that there's score lines there. I'm now adding the liner tape as close to the score lines as you can get. Okay, on that area, as I said, the elastic band will be going into the middle, and if you can keep the tape away from that central area, then you're giving the elastic wiggle room to move. So try and keep it as close as you can to the score line. Obviously you don't want it showing, so on the inside of it, of course, but as close to it as you can. So now we're ready to add our decor panels, and I'm going to add the baby, the decor panels, the rattles on either side of the baby, and then the plain one on the opposite. So there's a gap from the baby to the plain panel. So you've got the front, the baby's on the front, the plain panel would be on the back of the box. Now I'm just adding all the mats and layers. So I'm adding to the triangles. I've already added the square pieces. And like I said, I've already gone round all of these on the scoreboard. So again, place it so that you've got your arrows going to the inside. Now we need an elastic band, as I mentioned earlier. You need it 1.5 inches in diameter. And that's not a thin one, okay? Obviously it's going to be stretching. So pull it over one of the decor pieces. So it's over one of the square pieces into that area that you've put the sellotape. And if you look, we've got a mountain, valley, mountain here. The elastic is sitting into the valley. I'm going to remove the tape covers from both of those pieces. And I'm going to lift it up and over. Make sure you've got your elastic band in the middle. And I'm just going to lift that up until those areas meet. So make sure that everything's square. The critical on this particular project is making sure that all your lines are square as you're completing. If your fold lines are a little bit off, you'll find that you won't get a perfect cube when you come to complete it. It's been designed that everything is where it should be, but it's so easy to just get the fold lines slightly off. So make absolutely sure that those score lines are exactly where they need to be. So I'm really burnishing that piece down well. I think you can see it goes both ways, and now we've got that elastic encased between the two pieces. Now we're going to join the two pieces of the box together. So again, I'm removing the red liner tape cover, and I'm going to line up the two pieces, top and bottom, making sure everything's absolutely straight and burnished down. And again, I'm going to flip over and make sure that that's well burnished down. So that gives me 3 sides of the box already. Okay, can you see that? Now this is where the fun starts with this one. We now need to take the elastic and pull it over the other square on the other side. And again, you're slotting it into the centre of that valley fold on the other side of the box. So you've got 2 pieces joined together there, and you've got the 2 squares sticking out, one on either side at the bottom. Okay, this is where the fun starts. I'm just making sure that that tape is well down before I start moving here. What you're going to do is pull those 2 pieces apart. Very, very carefully. Just pull until you get the whole thing flat down, and just hope and pray that your elastic doesn't snap at this point. It's quite a stretch, I can tell you, and you're going to need to hold this down while you complete the construction of the rest of the box, because otherwise it'll just twang back. Okay, so we've got the elastic over now, and the next thing we need to do is to secure the second side of that elastic into position exactly as we did the first one. I'm just flipping this round because I'm left-handed and I couldn't work the other way around. So I'm moving the elastic is actually pulling in away from that centerpiece as I'm trying to undo this. So it is a bit fiddly, but bear with and just line up those 2 pieces of tape exactly as you did the first one. Not quite as easy as I said, because you've got the elastic determined to pull inwards while you're doing this. I can't lift it up, otherwise it'll all move, but you can actually, if you ping your elastic, you can hear the tautness of it. Okay, so what we're going to do next is fold in one of the triangles. Okay, there's a valley fold there and the mountain fold. Again, make absolutely sure that the diagonal line is straight and that edge, the two edges there, are absolutely straight. If you get this right, your box will be absolutely perfect. Okay, you're going to lift that down, and again, making absolutely sure that those lines are all straight, burnish that into position. It's twanging away as I'm going here, as hard as I'm trying to hold on to it. Just make sure that that line's secured, but I think you can see that we've now got the starts of the formation of your cube. So again, fold that in, so the valley goes in, the mountain comes in, fold that back, remove your tape cover, making sure that those lines are absolutely spot on, and fold down the other side. You need half a dozen pair of hands here, I can tell you. So, because I'm holding on to the other half of the box to stop it from pinging up. But it's such a fab design when you get it completed. It's great. I love it. Oops, I think you can see it pinging in there. So that's one side complete. So fold that flat and keep your hand on it. And you're going to repeat exactly the same thing on the other side of the box. So fold the little triangles in. Again, making sure these lines are straight. Holding on for dear life as you go. Remove your tape. And again, fold that outer piece in. Again, making sure that that is lining up, and burnish well down. You can open it up as long as you keep hold of the other side to burnish. So again, I'm just going to flip it round so you can see with the camera. Fold that triangles in. Fold back, making sure the line is absolutely straight. If it's not, just slightly adjust and make sure you burnish down before you try and glue it. Or should I say, push the tape down. Again, I'm holding, making sure all those edges are all square. So that's the other side completed. So now the only thing we have to do is join the two pieces together in the centre. So again, removing the tape, outer layer. Just lift up the other side and then you can flap it down and again burnish down. So that's the box. There we go. There's the jump. There's the pop on the box. Now, if you look on the inside of the box, when I open here, that elastic needs to be at one side or the other of that centre line. Otherwise, you won't be able to fold it flat. Can you see that? So make sure it's on one side or the other. Pop it into your box. And there it is, all secure until you open the box and pop, up comes the box. I absolutely love this design and I hope you enjoy it too. So that's the baby one. We have the wedding one, and like I said, congratulations, happy birthday and Merry Christmas to come. Till the next time, bye for now.